Welcome aboard Wednesday's Market Intel Brief here at TOPGUN Options. My name is Matthew Buckley. My call sign is Wiz, and we are 2 for 2 so far, folks. Actually, no, 3 for 3. I have fired 3 bearish Tredges, right? What's a Tredge? It's a trade that acts like a hedge. It's a trade I'm pretty sure is going to make money and acts as a hedge to protect our long-term bullish positions, folks. We have fired 3 of these recently and closed all of them for nice profit. We placed one yesterday, look at this, in the primary live trade brief. Let me just scroll down here. This was yesterday, right there. Bearish Tredge, right? What did we do? Fired that yesterday. When do we close a bearish Tredge? When you get a violent move in the direction of that trade. What happened this morning? And we're imploding. We're going to go down to 73.50, folks. We're going to be down a full percent on the S&P 500. So what has happened each time I've done one of these bearish Tredges? Slam. We did one right here. Slam. We did one back here. Slam. I'm good at this stuff, man. I'm, what's his name? Officer Alonzo. Who was it? Denzel Washington in Training Day. I'm surgical with these things. I am surgical with these Tredges, folks. And not only that, what did we do yesterday in the primary live trade brief? We fired a trade, a bear call spread out to Friday on JP Morgan. Just closed that one for an over 70% profit in a day, man. And then in the live trade brief, folks, I added a new August 7th bearish trade, right? A trade that acts like a hedge. Why? Because we got bad going on here, folks. We got continued war in Iran. I mean, hell, CENTCOM. What an embarrassing statement from CENTCOM. Oh, Iranians knocked out a surprise attack. You were surprised, CENTCOM? I'm sitting here in God's waiting room, Boca Raton. I wasn't surprised they attacked our forces in Jordan again. Wake up, man. What a stupid tweet out of CENTCOM. If we're surprised that Iran is attacking us at this point, we're completely losing here. So not only that, but what's going on this afternoon? Kevin Warsh, Fed meeting. Man, there's close to, I can't even believe this. It should happen, but I can't believe it. There's close to a 40% probability that they hike rates today. Whoa, we get a rate hike today out of the blue. It wouldn't be out of the blue. We should have had a rate hike under Jerome Powell, but he was one of the most hyper-partisan Fed chiefs. That dude cut 50 basis points in front of a presidential election when he should have raised 50 points. Whatever. I don't want to rant too badly, but folks, if we get a rate hike out of the blue this afternoon, the market's going to implode. You think the S&P being down 1% right now is bad? We're going to go down 2% easily. And this bearish Tredge, I reloaded, right, this morning, is going to print money. Folks, I'm having a blast. Bearish Tredge, bearish Tredge, bearish Tredge, and a new one. In between the 200-day moving average and the 50 and 20 up here is no man's land. This is trench warfare, World War I. Nobody wants to be in between these moving averages. Violence happens in here. These are magnets. The market either gets pulled down to one or back up to it. There is nothing but violence in between moving averages. We have a MACD crossing down here, and the market's pulling down. So do you know how to make money as things are going down? If you don't, that's your fault. You're a failure, man. You are the tick, the trader in command of your aircraft. If you have a long-only portfolio and you're getting hammered, that's your fault, man. Learn to trade options. Learn how to make money as things go down. JP Morgan rolling over 70% profit in a day. I think that was, what was that, 1,400 bucks? Let's go look. Man, lie, trades don't. Where's our JP Morgan trade from yesterday? There it is. JP Morgan weekly bear call spread. Fired this trade a day ago. It was literally during yesterday's trade brief. Closing 70% or $1,400 profit in a day. Ladies and gentlemen, this is absolutely fantastic. Having a blast here at TOPGUN Options. And I mean, at $1,400 in profit, that almost pays for an annual membership in our solo AI service. Did you attend Monday morning at 10 a.m. our solo AI brief? You can go watch the replay on our YouTube channel live right here. It's our first live brief, or you can head to go.topgunoptions.com/solo-AI-replay. That's probably the better place for you to watch this replay because you can join right there. Like I said, I just made $1,400 in less than 24 hours in one trade on JP Morgan. Go try it out for a couple months at $197. This is huge, folks. This week is going to be big. We got the Death Star reporting earnings Thursday after market close. Microsoft, Meta, Alphabet, Amazon, what's the other A? Apple. Massive week for tech earnings, folks. And if they don't knock the cover off the ball, we're going to implode. So we got war, we got Warsh, and we have tech earnings. I'm not feeling too good up here, folks. I'm not. Oh, and by the way, I completely forgot to mention this. What was it? Monday? Whenever? The president just fired more tariffs, like at 60 countries. I mean, here we go again. Do you remember the last time the president, blasted tariffs? Boom. There's the tariff freak out, folks. There's Operation Epic Fury freak out. And you might be sitting there like, well, Wiz, that's a big implosion with tariffs and, kind of a minor implosion with Epic Fury, and we're hovering up here. That should concern you, right? Big freak out with tariffs, medium freak out with Epic Fury, and now we're just hanging? Are you nuts? One of the reasons is when something's known, it's known. Meaning the market's kind of getting used to the craziness. That's not a good thing, right? There's a famous Wizism here at Top Gun Options. The market only cares when it cares. Yeah, right now it kind of ain't caring about everything I just ranted about, but it will, right? Math matters. Math matters to the market, and I'm telling you, I feel this to my bones. I've been doing this for over 3 decades, folks. I'm surgical with this. I think we're going to head lower. Obviously, all eyes are going to be on the press conference this afternoon at 2:30. I hope you watch it. I'm going to be in our member area kind of giving my take with what's going on. But, folks, this is, man, Trump, this could have been a headline from 6 months ago. Trump vows to hit Iran hard. But this is a little new. Saudi Arabia strikes the Royal Saudi Arabian Air Force with F-15E and Strike Eagles pounding Iranian positions where? In Iraq. It's a cauldron, man. And then, earlier Iran said, no, they did attack our forces in Jordan. Thank you to help from Russia. Russia is helping to target our forces, but this ain't selling Girl Scout cookies, folks. If that makes you pissed, how do you think the Russians feel about us helping Ukraine kill tens, if not hundreds of thousands of Russian soldiers? So, folks, war is hell, and it's a horror. It's never as quick as you think it is. It's going to be, and it always ends up being a hell of a lot more costly in human life. So I see an escalation here. I really don't see a way out of this. Either regime change, the current group of folks are dead and gone, or we declare victory and head home. But this is the headline that really got my attention today. Shrapnel, broken bones, and head trauma. New records show how U.S. troops were wounded in Iran war. This breaks my heart. Okay, hundreds of injuries, and many of you know that's why I started the No Fallen Heroes Foundation. Unlike Afghanistan, Iraq, we're going to do something about this. The VA, hell, the active duty military doing psychedelic, therapy tests, and obviously the VA. And you guys know me, I've been doing this for over 5 years, trying to heal our heroes at home with these extremely powerful compounds. Ibogaine is great for traumatic brain injuries and addiction and trauma. Psilocybin, also a powerful compound. It's a sacrament to me. Most religious, spiritual experience of my existence with these compounds. That's why I started Sacred Warrior Fellowship over a year ago down here in South Florida, and I think we did seven ceremonies in our first year. But these are the headlines, man, that just hurt, right? My oldest son, Matthew, is on active duty in the Air Force up at Dover Air Force Base doing at the Air Force Mortuary Affairs operations. He's doing the dignified transfers. He's with these young men and women, in some cases, what's left of these young women. It's just, it's a horror. I hate war. I hate death. I hate destruction. However, if it has to happen, it needs to be as violent and massive as humanly possible so it ends quickly. But here we are on month 7, with with Iran, and hell, we're on what, 5 years with Ukraine and Russia, man. I'll throw I got my Basi shirt on that I got in Costa Rica when I went and sat with Iboga. I'll throw my hippie hair on right now. We got to give peace a chance, man. We are turning people, fellow humans, into hair, teeth, and eyeballs is not the way. It is just not the way to do this. Now, I get it. Sometimes this has to happen. Radical Islamic terrorists screaming death to America who want a nuke to vaporize as many of us as humanly possible. That's a just war. Iraq, dumb. Afghanistan, dumb. I mean, it was Al-Qaeda, George, not the Taliban. And we ended up in, I'm not even going to rant anymore. The threat has always been the Radical Islamic Republic of Iran. And we need to take this thing to the end. And, you know, the president said it months ago, and he walked that back, or he never walks anything back. But he said unconditional surrender, you know, well, dude, you might be having to use that term again, because they're not going to stop fighting until they decide to love their kids as much as we love ours. Folks, I wanted to go a little bit longer. Why? Because look at the S&P 500. My Tredge, as I did this video, is making even more money. I told you we're going to keep imploding here. So the trade I put on at about 10:30 this morning is already printing money. Look at that. Woo, love it. If you don't know how to potentially print money as the market implodes, you're doing it wrong. Right there, it's at 22%, $300 right now, $400. It's going to keep climbing as the market keeps imploding here. If you don't know what you're doing, come join our squadron. Hey, go grab our tactical trade alerts, man. I have a Bullish on America report you can read. I have an AI super cycle report you can read for free. You can download them here. Go.topgunoptions.com/TTA. That stands for Tactical Trade Alert. And once you opt in, you can grab those two reports in your email box. I'm going to send you the psychedelic report. Okay, I'm going to go update both of these, all these reports, because I've been holding off on doing them because it's earnings seasons. But at least go get the quote stale ones right now, so you're up to speed. So when you get the new ones, you're truly good to go. Okay, all right, guys, I got to get going. Go get your popcorn ready and a big Diet Coke to watch what's going to happen with the fireworks at 2:30 and the Fed press conference. Okay, have a great rest of your day. God bless. Fights on. Namaste and Basi, Basi. Wiz.